Hey everyone, keep it real short and simple. Today we got an upper day. This is definitely our longer day of the week when it comes to working out and being in the gym. Not even adding cardio because we're doing cardio every single time after we work out too. But not even adding that, it's still gonna be our longest day, which I'm not opposed to. Never opposed to a long workout. That's why I always encourage eating a lot of carbs before. Usually I'd say around, depends on your goal, but I'd say around 50 to 100 carbs. I have ate like 4 bananas, an orange, and like a chocolate rice cake before I came here. It's a good like 120 plus grams of carbs, so I should be good to go. I should be ready. But yeah, anyways, like I said, we got an upper day. We're just gonna go over like the routine, what I do, and why do I do the certain shit that I do. So to start off, I always recommend like find the weakest point in your physique and target that in the beginning of your workout because that's when you're most fresh. That's when you're gonna lift the heaviest. Good shit like that. I usually start off with the lat pull down. Now, one of the previous videos, I discussed the difference between going like this and then going like this on a lat pull down and why this is better. Keep in mind that when you go like this, so if you are doing a lat pull down like this, and you're also after that doing a close grip row like this, you know, I'm not gonna lie, look at the arm path, it's kind of the same thing, you know what I mean? Going like this and going like this is the same function, really. And you're basically hitting the same part of your lat. So that's an example of being redundant. One of the biggest mistakes that I see when I see other people work out, when you're doing that pull down, just pretend like you have your elbow, pretend like there's a string connected to your elbow, to your hip, and just pull your elbow to your hip. And then when you're doing a close grip row, that's when you can go like this. I do not recommend going like this. If you're doing one or the other, then it's fine. But if you're doing both this movement and this movement in the same workout, you're just being redundant. Pick one or the other and get heavy at it. Or just get strong at it, that's what I'm trying to say. And then I start out with the lat pull down, 2 sets of those. Um I'll do one set of a close grip row, mostly because like I'm just trying to really like grow my back. I feel like my back is the weakest point of my physique, not kind of my calves. But yeah, then after that, we'll do a pec fly. Always start your chest days with a pec fly, in my opinion. That's what I would recommend. Remember that your upper chest is like actually a very small portion of your actual chest. The rest of your chest is like your clavicular head. I think is what it's called. I don't know, but the medial head of your, I guess, chest, whatever it's called, um, it's way bigger than your upper chest. Upper chest is really like this portion, and then the rest will be your medium chest. Like, so obviously it makes sense if you're training your chest. It'd be smarter to like train the biggest part of your chest for it to look bigger. In my opinion, it's just common sense. That's why I started off with the pec fly, and then you can go in with like I guess an upper chest movement as well, whether it's a low to high fly or an incline. Either way, it's kind of the same movement, same thing. I personally do a low to high fly because it's a less of a compound movement than an incline press, whether it's dumbbell or barbell. I'm not saying it's terrible. You won't like you obviously like you're not gonna kill your gains by doing some sort of press, but it's just the perfect thing for me. After that, we're gonna head into shoulders. I'll do one set of front delts. One of the biggest things I see when it comes to doing front delts is whether you go like this or this. I used to go like this. Now I go like this strictly because like when you're going like this and you're going up, it's kind of still of an upper chest movement because you're still like this and you're kind of bringing your arms up. Your upper chest, it's really good at going like this and bringing it together, bringing your arm together, like doing like that. When you're here, you're kind of doing the same thing. It's still like you're still okay. It's not killing your front delt gains. It's not killing your gains overall. It's just turning it more into of a compound movement than more than it actually has to be. When you go like this, especially when you talk about, I didn't even get into this yet. Especially when you drop your elbows, drop your arms below 90 degrees. Now now it's kind of turning into a side delt movement. Because when you kind of hit target your side delts, you're going like this, and this is the same movement as going like this because you're still dropping your arms down and you're kind of going like this. It's kind of the same thing like this. That's why, personally, when you see me do it, I try not to go anything under 90 degrees. So that way, I'm just trying to use my front delts, trying to isolate them as best as I possibly can. And then after that, I'm only doing one set of those because it still is a compound lift. Still using a lot of your triceps as well. It's just the way that it is. After that, you go into triceps, just a simple tricep push down, and then JM press. Doesn't get any more basic than that. After that, go into biceps, any type of curl, preacher curl, incline curl, Bayesian curl, whatever. Any type of curl movement, do it, get strong at it, you'll be alright. And then we're gonna do a hammer curl to hit the brachialis part of your forearm. Really, a hammer curl, reverse curl does a job. Pick one or the other. Don't do both. You're being redundant. After that, you don't have to do forearm training. I do them because I just want bigger forearms. I really only do like these like wrist extensions on like the cable machine. That's really about it. 2 sets of those. After I'll do like a upper back movement. So I'll do like an upper back row. That way I'm targeting my rhomboids, targeting my my rear delts and my traps. Do like 2 sets of those. Then to finish off, we'll do 2 sets of a lower back extension, whether it's a hip hinge, any hip hinge movement, so I can really get my erectors to grow out. As you don't know, your erectors are very important. They're kind of placed like in between the 2 strongest muscles, between your back and your glutes. And the erectors are naturally kind of a weaker muscle. Like when you're doing heavy lifts like deadlifts, bench press, RDL, SDL, really whatever, any type of heavy lift, you're using a lot of your erectors, and your erectors are what stabilize you. So if you want to get stronger at those, really knowing how to stabilize your erectors and strengthening your erectors, that way it will strengthen the rest of your body while performing those lifts, will really enhance your performance, if that makes sense. Anyways, kind of yet for too long, about to hit 8 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it short here, gonna go work out, excited, let's go. Not gonna lie, that shit was pretty brutal. Long ass day, um, long ass cardio session. Holy fuck. I mean, I sweat so much to the point where like I was walking and sweat would get in my eye, and the shit literally felt like I had one eye. I had to keep that shit closed, constantly trying to wipe the sweat out. It's not fun. Um, Today I really tried to push my limit doing cardio. Sometimes I have like my hands on the handlebars. I know like that's not what you're supposed to, not what you're supposed to do. End of the day, you're still burning calories. You know what I mean? But I was like, hey, let's up the intensity a little bit. Let's just go 3 minute pause, rest, 3 minute pause. So then, for example, I meant like the first 10 minutes I'll do straight on, 3 minute pause, and then the rest I'll do straight on to like 20, 3 minute pause, and then rest. So basically, I have like a 6 minute worth of time of holding on to the handlebars. The rest of the 24 minutes, I gotta go straight. If you need to burn body fat, I'd recommend either doing that, but slowly working your way up, because that shit is low-key brutal. Like, that shit kills my shins. Um, we just gotta have the willpower to do it, of course. And we did it. I feel good. I'm actually not really that hungry, but we're gonna have to eat a meal, get a lot of protein in. That way our bodies can recover. And then tomorrow we got legs. So I need a shower because I probably smell like shit. Sweat a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.